Gamer's Confessional.
Hello and welcome to Gamer's Confessional, episode 247. It's me, Vimesy, back in the host's chair on my Starship Enterprise hovering over the Earth. If you're on YouTube, this makes a lot more sense, by the way. With me tonight, as my science officer, we have Pat.
Hey.
And as my rear admiral, we have Clarky.
Sup, motherfuckers?
And there goes Pet's PG rating from the start. Every single week.
Let's keep it PG this episode. Every time I upload it to YouTube, it asks me, is this made for kids? Every time I got a tick, no. And there it is again.
If you click yes.
I think we get like arrested or something. I'm not too
This
sure.
This may be the episode to find out.
Yeah.
I can give them Clarky's address, no problem whatsoever.
Can you imagine him lining the three of us up? So who uploaded this video? Me and you, Vibes, just point at him.
That's how it works. I'm sorry if I'm drinking alcohol through the show. I do apologise, but I've had a really long week, so sod it. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. So tonight we've got some interesting games coming up. I don't know what Clarky's brought. Anything this week, Clarky? Brilliant. So me and Pet have played something newish, and I've played something old but new. Where should we start? Clarky, have you actually brought anything? Right, so let's talk about Clarky's favourite topic, the game that he practically forced me to buy this. He was so like, you must buy this game because it's so damn good. So, what was that?
Sorry, I sneezed.
What'd you do that for?
Can help it.
So we've lost.
There we go. That's what we're talking about.
We've lost our PG rating. One of us has got COVID-19. That's good, isn't it?
After that, we're all
Don't joke about that. It's not a joke.
It's not a joke, especially now. We're talking
and
about.
Sneezing isn't one of the things, though, is it?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
It's not one of the symptoms. I think it's not. Yeah.
I think yellowing jaundiced skin is, though.
It's not my fault. I'm sitting in a yellow chair. I've tried to explain this.
Someone get this man some sugar in his blood.
I seriously, if you are watching the YouTube, I am sorry for the entirely yellow look.
So hold on a minute. It opens up the episode saying he's drinking alcohol and his skin's gone yellow.
Yeah, you do look like, yeah. You do look a little bit homeless today. Like,
wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow. I mean, let's go after the homeless now, shall we, Pat? You know? I'd expect that from Clarky. I would. Not you.
Not that there's anything wrong with being homeless.
You'd rather be homeless than have that mustard-coloured chair in your living room, wouldn't you, Pat?
Mustard-coloured chair alone.
There's no way.
This is a beautiful chair. This featured on the DFS
anyway, what
adverts.
have we been playing, Vimesy?
We've been playing this above my head. If you're, again, watching on the YouTube channel, we've been playing Call of Duty, unsurprisingly, but they released, kind of soft-dropped, a seasonal patch for Warzone called The Hunting of Verdansk. Verdansk.
It's a Halloween special, isn't it?
It's the Halloween special. Now, I didn't know. Have they done this before? Have they done a seasonal thing before? Because I must have missed it if they have. They did a bit of a Christmas one, didn't they?
Yeah, not on the. This is specifically on the Warzone mode. So they did do the Christmas one. They always do the Christmas one on the.
They did a Christmas one in multiplayer, which is basically where they just put snow on stuff.
Yeah. But do you remember, instead of a chopper coming, you hear like Father Christmas's reindeers and bells.
That was cool.
And then the chopper comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is their Halloween update, and it's basically there's two elements to it. The way me and Pat played last night. Do you want to give a particular shout out to anyone else, Pat, who may have played with us?
And to Aaron as well. Aaron played with us because it's a trio mode only.
It is a trio mode only. I mean, to be fair, we had to carry him through most of it, but we made it. We played this thing, and it's essentially what they've done is they've taken the normal Warzone map. Clarky, Warzone is like a battle royale.
I know what Warzone.
If you're aware of what this genre is, it's quite a new thing. It's only been around for 7 or 8 years. I don't think Nintendo have covered it. But basically, they've taken the Call of Duty map, they've darkened it, so they've made it nighttime, which actually changes the map a lot.
And Misty.
And plays Misty for you. Well, I mean, there is the mist. I mean, that's the whole.
Yes, Misty.
Thing.
Yeah.
And then what you basically do is you You drop into Verdansk, and it's normal sort of battle royale.
Well,
Kinda.
that's the thing though. You don't. It's not the full map at first.
No,
So
it's
straight away,
it's a much smaller circle, isn't it?
yeah. So it's a much smaller circle when you drop down, but there's still 150 people in the lobby. So you're probably, I would say, like,
You're
I think
squished
that
up
was
a
less
bit.
than. I think that was like less than. I
Sorry.
think that was less.
Clarky, what the hell are you doing?
I just dropped my camera phone thing.
I thought
was
you
gonna say,
told me this was the future.
It's got a
You
few
want to
bugs
get a
to
camera
iron
like
out.
mine, my friend? It's the future, he said.
He said, "Oh, like I've got fucking liver failure."
At least my camera stays still. Pat,
I was just going to say, I think the map is like nearly more than half the
it's
size
about a
now.
third, isn't it? It's about, you start off
About
with
a
about a third of the map rather than having the whole map to start off with. So immediately it puts you into the action faster, which I quite like. But then the twist is that essentially when you get shot or you die, instead of going to the gulag, you respawn as a zombie. And it's beautifully done. I mean, when you parachute into Verdansk, normally you kind of nice, softly, floaty. This zombie thing, you kind of got your little claws out in front, and then you just splat onto the floor.
Well, how do you get back into the game though?
Fall from the sky.
You just literally fall from the sky onto the
All
floor.
right, so there's none of that like dual thing where it's on one
No,
man.
none of the gulag is in there. So basically, you get shot in the game as a human player. You respawn as a zombie, and then the idea of being a zombie is you have to kill the other human.
But before we go into the detail, when you do spawn back in the normal game in the gulag, that's your last chance. So if you die again, that's it. No more gulag. In this, if you're a human, every time you die, you come back as a zombie in the same game. Sorry, Vimesy, continue. We can go into, because I'm thinking of my last game. Do you remember how many times I came back?
5 times. So yeah, so you start off as a human. If you die, you get turned into a zombie. And the idea of being a zombie is you have to kill the human players. And you can use that to help your team. So if you're in a trio and you get turned into a zombie, you can then go and attack other humans and help your team to win, because the team that gets the victory royale or battle royale or whatever it's called, Warzone victory,
last human alive, isn't it?
is the last human alive. So even if I'm a zombie and Pet wins, because we're in the same trio, we all get a victory, whatever.
But if you're human and you kill a zombie, then that zombie doesn't come back.
No, that's it. So basically, if you're a zombie and you die, you're dead. But if you're a zombie and you kill another human, the human drops a little purple vial. And if you're a zombie and you collect two vials of purple or whatever it is, you off there, Clarky? Am I boring? He's gone.
You're going. It's fine.
He's just gone. He just walks away. Anyway, for those who are actually listening and caring about what we're talking about, the little purple vials, if you collect 2 of them, you respawn. You get to re-drop as a human. So you kill 2 humans, you collect 2 vials, you drop in. But here's the thing. You don't have to kill the humans. So long as you get to that vial first, it can be somebody else could have killed them, whatever. So the smart thing is just not to bother trying to kill people. It's just trying to find out where there's been a gunfight, get in there and grab the vials before any other zombies do. But because the maps are small, what ends up happening is all these hordes of zombies, because the vials flash up on the map, you just get, like, if you're in a gunfight, because we did this, didn't we? We were in Vacant's map or whatever, and we had a bit of a gunfight, and there were like 4 bodies lying around us, and then suddenly all these zombies come charging through the windows because they're all hunting these vials, and we're still there.
We're like, get away from the dead bodies, just run.
So what happens in like Endgame? Is it like you versus 99 zombies?
Pretty much. It's absolutely terrifying.
How do you win?
Well, you win by being the last human alive.
Yeah.
But what happened with Pet? Pet, tell him how you, because Pet got to like the last circle.
I got to the last circle, but it's like, when you get to the end game, the circle is very, very small, and also it starts moving. And I was a human. I got to I died. I came back as a zombie. I landed on the guy. This is the thing. Basically, when you die as a human, how long would you say you respawn? I think it's about like 2 seconds.
It's not long at all, is it?
You come in like in 2 seconds. So basically, if you die,
it's nearly instant.
It's nearly instant. So 99% of the chance, if you die, you can fall where you've died and pick up 1, your own vaccine, and 2, probably the guy that's just killed you, because it's such a small circle. So yeah, exactly like that. Maybe that's the old one. That's not.
Shut up! It's got Warzone written on it. Okay.
But there's a weird sign in the background, which I think we should maybe change that wallpaper a little bit. But anyway,
I'll do that. That won't make
No.
that makes it
No.
much better. Doesn't it?
No, don't do that. Find another wallpaper and we'll be
Yeah,
better without that.
the wallpaper looks fine. It's the balding middle-aged man in the middle of it that's
The
kind of
wallpaper doesn't look
distracting
fine.
me.
But anyway, so that happened, Clarky, about 5 times. I kept on coming back. I kept on killing a zombie, coming back. And I think I got, what, top 10 or top 8? It was pretty close.
It was close, but it was the fact that
It was
you
ridiculous.
kind of got killed, spawned back as a zombie, just walked into a firefight, grabbed 2 vials off the floor where everyone was killing each other, and then died again almost immediately. Came back as a human.
It happened like literally
zombies,
5
died,
times. And
zombie,
everything.
died, zombie, died, zombie. It was painful. Incredibly amusing for me and Aaron, who were spectating at that point. But it was good. I mean, I've not seen that, like, as considering I think this is the first time they've really done anything to Warzone. Really,
Yeah.
isn't it? They've not. So,
Yeah.
like, whereas with Fortnite, you get kind of regular seasonal stuff or patches
Yeah,
or different seasons and
definitely.
shit like that. The seasons in Call of Duty, I don't think really change much. They just give you
No.
maybe a couple of extra weapons and some
Well, they
skins.
said they did like a summer. Do you remember, like, they did like a summer event, but it was like a beach ball at the stadium and stuff like that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but it
What's
wasn't
going to
really.
happen? What's going to happen with Warzone when this new game comes out?
Well, if you had the beta for the Call of Duty Black Ops 4?
Cold War?
Cold War, yeah. It's exactly the same menu screen as you've got on the original, like the Call of Duty that we've got at the moment. So it's basically just single player, multiplayer, and Warzone is just middle there. So I don't think they're doing anything with it. I think it's just going to be incorporated. So when you play, I mean, they might do things where you get, like, for the new seasons, so the new battle passes you buy, you'll be able to buy like the Cold War skins and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or the Cold War.
No, so they're keeping it. They're not going to just
They're
They're not getting rid of it.
Yeah.
You're joking.
The last
It's no. Warzone's too massive, man. It's too
big.
big.
Yeah. Whereas the previous one, they got rid of. Do you remember the previous Call of Duty, that the Battle Royale game?
the one which I thought was really good, because they had the thing where they use different parts of multiplayer maps and stuff like that, and they've kind of done the same thing with Verdansk, but they're brand new maps for the multiplayer. So I don't know if we'll suddenly drop into Verdansk and there'll be like a Miami Beach sort of
Maybe.
level. They might do.
Yeah, who
That's
knows? Yeah,
gonna work.
yeah.
But
Also, one thing I've got to say about the Halloween special, some of the so there's different, like, treasure chests, let's call it like that, in the game, where you go up to and you can get if you open it, it gets like a random gun, maybe like some money and armor, something like that. And there was a few haunted ones. So I think, did you get one, Vimesy?
I did get one, but I did this thing because I'd heard you screaming every time you opened a box.
Oh man!
When I was going up to the boxes, I was literally closing my eyes, pressing X, and then just waiting for in case I heard.
So if you open some of the boxes, a big ghost appeared, like a big scream. It was like
not like a Scooby Doo ghost, but like a proper fucking like
like the ring girl equivalent.
Yeah,
like,
or like it reminded. It's kind of got that same thing as, you know, in Ghostbusters, the library ghost, that kind of thing. And I was like, fuck this, nope, not doing it.
And I was so scared, and it was at one point where like I opened that box, you guys had died, and I was just scared because it's so dark and stuff, and you guys were making like zombie noises on the microphone, and I was like, no, they're coming. And you look outside the window and just see zombies run out, and the zombies.
Aaron got so angry because he was like on his own, hiding up in a little hole, like on top of a roof somewhere. And we were making loads of zombie noises, and he kept telling us to shut up. And then we shut up, and he could still hear him. He's going, "Shut up, guys! We're not doing it." He goes, "You are," and then suddenly this zombie just comes through and just munches his face. And he's like, "Nah, I'm not playing this anymore. This game's crap."
Jesus.
But it was.
I did get. I must have been. I think looking back, like, I regret a little bit my attitude last night because, like you said, I've had a really tired week.
You were sucked.
I was very grumpy yesterday.
Yeah, you were grumpy.
I was grumpy.
Grumpy all week.
Yeah.
And because it was like I could tell like the game was buggy as well, and I was complaining a lot because just things weren't adding up. Like,
I mean,
at one point there was
shot and they didn't die. I mean, that was weird.
Yeah, just things like that. Like a zombie. Like, I counted in the kill cam, you can see how many times someone hits you to kill you. So like the zombie hit me 3 times and I died at one point. And okay, actually, this is the better example. I was a zombie and someone shot me with a gun and fired 4 bullets and killed me. 4 bullets and killed me. Okay. And when I did that to a zombie with a shotgun, which is more powerful than firing an assault rifle 4 bullets, I did it with 4 shotgun bullets. It didn't kill me. It didn't kill the zombie. So I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like I've shot the zombie in the chest from very close range. It hasn't died. Then other times,
shooting it in the head.
Yeah.
Shooting in the head
it does tell you in the loading screen. Does more power.
Yeah, I agree. But the other guy killed me with 4 bullets in the chest. So I was like, what the hell? And then at one of the final games, I was a zombie. I ran up to kill someone, a human. He hit me once. He meleeed me once, and I died. And I was like, what? I don't understand. Like,
hit you in the head. Destroy the brain, zombie gone.
Humans can hit you once and you die. A zombie has to hit you 3 times. It just things that makes up.
There were a few things like
it was buggy.
Sometimes it's funny when I crept up on that bloke outside one of them, and I was like, it was like one of those fights that you see outside pubs at like 3 a.m. between 2 geeks who are just like flapping their hands at each other. You know, it's like that.
Because the zombie can only do that.
Because the zombie can only basically like wail. It's very funny, but I think as a free update, I think it's blinding. I hope they do more of them because I won't play it very much more. Probably I'll maybe go on maybe 1 or 2 nights. Depends who else is playing it. So it's only on for a couple of weeks or something. I think is it?
I think it's only on until I literally think it stops like the day after.
Halloween, yeah, maybe. It's only like a couple of weeks it's going to be on for.
But it's fun. It changes up the game completely. Like, we had to change our loadouts completely because our guns, like, firstly, everyone's rocking night vision. I don't know what they're called, like thermal guns. So that was really useful. Claymores were really useful. What else?
You were picking up, like, the guns you're picking up from the get-go, which seemed a bit more powerful and stuff.
They were way better. And do you see how much cash we were picking up as well?
Yeah, man, picking up thousands. But also, just to sort of balance out a bit, the zombies do have like special powers. So they have like a kind of a huge jump that will literally carry them 100 meters. So you just charge up,
the jump is awesome,
and you go fucking miles. They've got like an EMP pulse, which is actually quite useful because if you're in a building, you can like. Don't ask for the lore, Clarky. The lore is.
I'm not even going to bother. This sounds.
But you can EMP pulse. But what it will do is it will flash and tell you if you've pulsed somebody. So it will come up and say, you know, EMP whatever 14 XP, so you know that somebody's within your close range. And I think the other one
knocks out everything for them as well for
yeah.
So
and
you turn into hardcore mode. No map, no
reticle, no nothing. And and I think you get a gas grenade as well or something like that, which is less useful.
Yeah, that was a bit random. You just throw a gas grenade.
Well, the problem was
they can survive in the
they can survive in it. Yeah, so they can
like
run around. Yeah, outside the circle and stuff like that. So I think it's a nice little thing. They've got some tie-in with what's that thing from? They got a couple of horror ones.
Saw? Was it people running around with masks?
It was the guy from Saw and also
the little puppet.
Somebody else.
It was scary, man. That was a nice scene, like Jigsaw running around.
Yeah, and somebody else from one of the other ones that I can't remember. Maybe it's Nightmare on Elm.
It's the first time I've ever heard anything that's actually made me want to re-download this game.
It's free. Why not?
It's the thing I liked about it was what I think they should do. They should do like a mode of this in like normal, where it's just like they start the map smaller. It's a bit more hectic, but it just got mental when you got into the last kind of whenever there's just like
the last circle,
100 zombies charging around with 3 humans, and everyone's just like respawning as a human, dying zombie, respawn as a human, dying zombie. It was just getting a bit mad. But
yeah, in the last circle is what I was trying to do. I think I said that I was in top 10, but I seem to remember there was like another 3 people. But what you need to do in the last circle is you should aim at the humans, because if you kill the other 2 humans, you've won the game. Like a lot of people are aiming and killing the zombies. All you're getting is extra. You know, you're just getting a kill marker, right? It's good for your KD, but you're not winning the game. Shoot and kill the humans, and you've won.
There's Pet who came 9th. So yeah, it was.
I had a bad team.
We were all dead, mate. You got no one to blame but yourself. But yeah, it was nice to get on again, and I don't know. I'm gradually thinking maybe I should try Warzone a bit more, but I just like my standard fucking hardcore, you know, domination, TDM, kill confirmed. Just something about
yeah, man. If Battle Royale had a hardcore mode, if Warzone had a hardcore mode, it'd be so much.
That would be better. I'd probably play that more. That more.
Sure.
But anyway,
good fun though.
Yeah. What else? Oh no. So there was this other game. This is the one. Clarky really made me want to play this one. You may have heard of it. It's what's it called?
Buy the one I wanted.
There you go. Final Fantasy 1X or
Oh,
something.
come on, Vimesy.
No, I jest. Final Fantasy 9.
Do they still teach Roman numerals in school?
Don't know, mate. I was in school like a longer time ago than you were, so you tell me.
I know, because
There were no such thing as Roman numerals when Vimesy went to school.
We didn't have them. That was like advanced math. That hadn't been invented yet. Yeah, they do. Well, I know they do because my daughter was telling me about it.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Because there was this little kid, and I asked him. He was wearing. He talks to me all the time. Like I go out where I park my car. There's like kids riding bikes and stuff, whatever. And this little kid always comes up to me. Like I don't know. I think they like me and stuff. And they come up to me, and he was wearing a Minecraft pajama jumper. So I said to him, "Oh, do you play games?" And he goes to me, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, what do you
Do you
play?"
want to come home and see my Minecraft?
No, it's just one of the neighbours' kids. And
luring him through the fresh air of the door with a lollipop in his hand.
Have you seen the new Smash Bros. Steve reveal? Come right this way.
Let's say we said we're going to keep this PG. But anyway,
it's very much PG at the moment. Parental guidance, well advised.
So I said, Minecraft is a good game. What else do you play? And he said to me, I play Grand Theft Auto 1V. That's what he's IV. He said to me, and I said, Grand Theft Auto. I did a mistake. Then I said, Grand Theft Auto 5. I wasn't paying that much attention. I heard the 5. I heard the V. So and he goes, no, IV. So then I was like, 4. And he said to me again, like, no, IV.
Well, he
said,
injects it deep into his veins. That's what he's telling me.
I said to him, that means 4. So I don't know if kids know that stuff. I mean, he's in year 5. He's a toddler, but well, it's not a toddler. He's
I don't know. My daughter, there's a I was doing the washing the other day, and then
she said to me, like, kept saying to me, no, not 4, IV.
No, I had
IV. It's IV. Have you never heard of IV?
You too old, man. You don't know.
Well, who's still playing Grand Theft Auto 4 is what I was going to say to the little kid.
Yeah, I was going to say, who does that? But my daughter was watching me do the washing, and there's like a big packet of washing powder on the side, and it's got like XXL on it. And she was going, why is it called 30 or something? And I was like, what? And she goes, well, X is 10 and L is 50.
Where'd she get... Oh, is it? So why did she say 30?
So XX is 20 minus the 550, so it's there. And I was just like,
oh, Jesus.
All right.
Anyway,
I don't suppose they could teach you something useful, like how to tidy your room, but, that's okay.
Yeah, they never learned that one.
No, tell me about it. Anyway, Final Fantasy 9, playing this on that Switch console thing. Why did I do this, Clarky? I can't remember. I don't remember. It was on sale. There was a sale. That'll be it. It was cheap.
It was cheap, and I'd shut up about it then.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what to say about it. I am 5 hours maybe into it.
Is this a remaster, Vimesy, or what?
You're asking the wrong person. You're asking.
The characters are hit. It's like they did for the mobile phone ports. All of the character models are all HD. The backgrounds, not so much. Yeah,
it still looks not bad. I wouldn't say it looks bad. I think the cutscenes and that they look beautiful. The art is absolutely stunning.
Oh, they always were. They always did a good job.
The actual some of the actual backgrounds. I'm probably not going to choose the best screenshot to show this off, really, but I'll try. They don't, they do look really, really nice. I don't think I've got it actually what I'm doing, but they're still kind of like very, very pixely, very, very sort of. There we go. So there's this one there. There's a little fight scene. So very pixely, but still really nicely animated, and kind of just having not played a proper Final Fantasy. I got to the car pushing bit in 15, and I've played Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
The opening scene.
So I don't think Final Fantasy 7 really counts in this regard because it's not.
Now
really...
you can say that you're definitely playing a proper Final Fantasy.
I am properly playing a proper Final Fantasy. But oh my dear God, there are some things in this game that drive me up the bloody wall. There really are.
Yeah. To be fair though, from what you've been telling me, most of them are probably to do with the fact that this is like a mobile phony type port.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There's stuff in it where like menu.
That's a 20-year-old game, Clarky.
It is 1999.
21.
Yeah. There are
XXI.
XXI indeed. There are things in it where I don't know. They just so the menu choices when you go into the options thing, you just kind of choose. Oh, I want my to skip the intro scenes to fights. Won't do it. Or you want to make sure that it chooses a certain. I can't even remember what the choices are now. But you kind of go in there and set your settings up, and it just doesn't stick for some reason. You've got no idea why. But the game itself, I really like it. The battle system is a bit too fast for me. I think it kind of goes. I don't like the fact that it doesn't let you stop and think about it. So while your ATB sort of line is powering up, you have to kind of just stand there and wait, and your character just sort of stands there and waits, and then the opponent is also standing there and waiting, and then you suddenly
might as well just make it classic turn-based. Then that's what I always thought.
Yeah, it does feel a bit like that because it's a bit like you're all just kind of standing there waiting for whose ATB bar is going to fill up for, and they all fill at kind of different rates depending on different stuff. I haven't quite worked out how that works yet, but I'm sure they'll explain it to me some point. So I might get as my main character Zidane or whatever his name is, who I've obviously renamed to Vimesy because so much.
I hate people who do that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Every other character, I left. So I've still got like VV, and I've still got Steiner, and I've still got all that. So
do you know some people do that on like they rename Link? Like how can you rename?
You can't do that. But I will say this. Right? I will say this.
Spit in the face.
I could not play a game where every time they said his name, I kept thinking about a balding middle-aged footballer. I just couldn't do it. There was
so you renamed it after a balding middle-aged
podcaster. Yeah,
literally.
That's exactly what I did. And also, who decided to style him after a character out of Steel Panther? Because, I mean, that is exactly what he looks like, right?
Which one?
Well, Zidane. Or Zidane, or whatever, right? Does he not look like an 80s rocker from some Steel Panther or Poison?
I thought you meant like the Pink Panther. And I was like, which one looks like Pink Panther? Yeah. I was like, what? The guy with the hat?
No. I mean, if you're going to go the Pink Panther, then it's the Hunter, isn't it? I can't remember her
Yeah,
name.
I was like, what? He looks like the Pink Panther.
Freya.
No, that's if you're going to go Pink Panther, that's about as close as you're going to get, I think, in this one.
And she's a mouse.
Is she?
Yeah, have you met Freya?
Well, spoilers, dude.
You've already met her. She's a fucking mouse.
It doesn't tell you she's a mouse. It doesn't look like a fucking mouse.
A fucking mouse. She's
got ears coming out of her ass. Or something.
A tail coming out of her ass.
Looks like a smegging kangaroo to me. She does this big jump, and I'm like, well, that's obviously a kangaroo.
It's because she's a dragoon. Dragoon classes jump in Final Fantasy games.
And I know that how?
Because I think one of the first things he says is it mentions that she's a dragoon.
And I know a dragoon is what?
Oh my god, it's not
in the Final Fantasy VII remake. Which was the dragoon?
There wasn't one in Final Fantasy.
So there, fucked it.
Yeah, you can't say like, everyone knows what a dragoon is. Is it literally a made-up game character?
Are they not in other fantasy stuff as well?
Oh no, sorry, I'm going to have to go all the way back to Final Fantasy 1 to make sure I understand all the roles that these
fucking amateur.
Exactly.
Did you not tell she's a dragoon?
She's a fucking mouse, for God's sake.
But I am finding it. I know I've kind of read sort of reviews and sort of not, sort of previews and stuff like that. Who say that kind of the story doesn't really get interesting until like 10 hours in. But actually, I'm finding the story pretty good so far. I'm quite invested in kind of what happens to your bit of stuff. I like the attitude that's going on there. I like what's happening with Vivi and kind of trying to understand the mystery of La Vivi. I quite like. I don't know. I find the characters quite endearing. I thought I was going to really, really hate. I can't call him Zidane, whatever his name is, just because he was a cocky little shit. But actually, it's quite endearing the fact that he's just like, "Yeah, ladies, all right, how you doing?" He's a bit like that Joey out of Bloody Friends, as far as I'm concerned.
Did you?
Did
you get to Regent Sid?
Yes, I got to Regent. I've just done the hunting competition in
Festival of the Hunt.
In the Festival of the Hunt, that's the bugger. I've just literally done that, and I'm just in the cutscene where medals are rewarded and all that sort of stuff. So I haven't gone past that bit yet.
I'm trying to figure out which characters you haven't met. You'll have met.
So I haven't. Freya's the last one I've met.
No, I mean other characters in the game. I mean, like
I've met the
Queen, Zorn and Thorn. Those two jester
Yeah, see,
things.
I just don't understand some of this stuff. So you've got this beautiful princess, right, who honestly looks much better in the cutscenes than she does in anything else. And then her mum, who looks like a blue troll from Fraggle Rock. I don't know, but it's just...
Yeah, maybe, you know.
You don't spoil it. I've told you not to spoil it, but I'm assuming there's a spoiler there somewhere, right? And she, I mean, like, if they ever turn around at the end and go, by the way, did you know you were adopted? And she looks shocked, then I'm just going to put my controller down and walk away. You
did see the very opening scene of the game where she's a young girl in a boat in the middle of a storm.
Was that her, was it?
Yeah.
I might have to rewatch that.
Yeah, right at the beginning, she's being held by another woman.
Well, no, see, this is the thing, right? Because they go from this cutscene of, like, you know, and the beautiful, absolutely stunning cutscenes of this boat going through the water. And then suddenly you're looking at a flying boat going through the sea, and I'm like, well, that's the same one then, right?
What, through the clouds?
Well, yeah, but you've heard of air, you know, seaplanes, haven't you? Right? I just presumed Absolutely. It was a sea boat,
just
a
took
plane
off.
Boat, a plane seaplane.
I just love how I love
airboat.
In that game particularly, I love how the game opens, how it introduces you to everyone with all these intersecting bits. You've got like them going to the concert. You've got VV going to the concert as well in his own way. It's just really nice. It's beautifully done.
I know they do it a lot in JRPGs where you kind of get introduced one character at a time to your party and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I quite like the way.
How would you find the menu system in it?
Which one?
Exactly. You know, all your stats and your magic and all of that.
I'm not sure I found it, but I did get really confused because they go to great lengths to give you. I presume you've played this, Pet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
I haven't finished it though. Didn't play too much at all.
So what they do is they've got these kind of what are they called, the Moogles?
Yeah. Moogle. I don't know how you pronounce it either.
Oh yeah, they give you the tutorials.
So they do a little tutorial about that, but the problem is they tend to do the tutorial after you've already been using the thing they're tutorializing. So it's a bit like,
this is how you walk. Yeah, it's 5 hours into the game.
Yeah, I had to walk here to get to the tutorial. But it's very much like that. It says, oh, did you know about this? And you go, well yeah, I've been doing that for the last...
They're in every one.
But the thing is that there's
nearly everyone.
There are elements of this game that, like, so the idea is that when you get a weapon, it will have a certain, I'm going to call it perk, Clarky. I can't remember the name of the actual
this is one of the things that pisses me off with Final Fantasy games, because they change it every bloody game. So it's not like, oh, I'm familiar with this menu system. Yeah. No, it's totally different. So this one, I think, go on. I think you're going to...
No, what I was going to say was, like, so you get these perks off the weapon. The more you use the weapon, the more... Same as Final Fantasy VII, they had a similar thing where when you equip a certain... ether, was it, or
materia,
thank you, the more you have it equipped, the more proficient you become with it, and then eventually you can just like have it maxed or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. So similar thing with this, the more you use the weapon with this particular perk on it, eventually you'll learn it so you can just keep it equipped without having to have the weapon equipped. So you can change your weapon but keep that perk, so long as you've got there's a certain amount of stones you can have, or something.
How does it work with the magic in that one? I can't remember.
Hang on,
when you spells.
The problem with it is that I think the spells are part of it, but there's also a sub menu as well. But anyway, the problem with that is when they gave me so you go into it and you say, oh, what can I equip? What magic can I equip? I'm looking at it, my thing's blank, and I'm like, well, I've got a skill. I've got this skill showing up when I look at my thing. It's giving me the option to have, like, I don't know, flee or steal or whatever it is. So I've got the skill, so I must have the skill, you know, the thing to go with it, the stone to go with it, or whatever the perk is to go with it, right? And it was only by chance that I hit the D-pad at the wrong point in time that, oh, this actually scrolls down and they're all at the fucking bottom. So you're just left with this blank screen with nothing on it, just like nothing on it at all, and then you just here, and you got suddenly I've got all these bloody things like, you know, bird killer or something like that, which means I can hit aerial enemies or something like that. I had to go Google all this shit, by the way. I had to go to Extra Life and kind of look up it's giving me all these perks, but I don't know what the fuck they do. Right.
Classic
So what
PS1 games.
you can guess like, oh, what's bird killer? Oh, it probably means I'm going to do more damage to an aerial opponent. Great. Yeah. But then there are some in there you're just like, I don't have a bloody clue what this random set of consonants is.
Lady killer.
You need to test them. You need to play around.
I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for testing them. None of that. So the battle system for me it's a bit of a no, because it doesn't let me pause. It's even got you've got an option in the pause menu to say wait.
Yeah, that only works in the sub menus.
But it only works in the sub menu of the battle menu. So when you're in the battle, you get like a main kind of the first menu sort of says, do you want to attack? Do you want to use magic? Do you want to, I think fleas one of the, or do you want to defend or something like that, right? But the action's still going until you choose magic, and then it might freeze and let you choose which magic spell you want. But otherwise, it's just like, and it's just a bit.
That was what I was asking. So I can't remember this one. How would you come about your magic spells? Do you get them off? I can't remember if you get them off like you do with those skills. If you get them off certain items, it's like, oh yeah, this.
Yeah, the rods. If you equip your rod or the other one,
that's what they change in every fucking game. I mean, in 7 it was you just equip the materia. In 8, you'd love this one. You don't actually have per se magic abilities. You have to draw magic spells out of points that are around the world.
That sounds awful.
And then what you did with
that's your favourite.
Yeah. 6 is favorite. What? I thought 6
No, 6 is my favorite, but 8's a close second. But no, so what you did with that, you drew the magic spells out of just points around the map, or you could make them by disassembling certain items, and then to improve your stats like your attack or your defense and everything, you junctioned magic spells into it. So if you had 99 magic spells and junctioned them into your defense, you'd have a really high defense, but obviously your defense would slowly drop as you cast spells in battle and stuff.
Okay.
I think it was literally the most complicated one of the lot in 8.
I mean, I understand toying with it, but then you need to give the player the rules. I know that sounds really silly, but like for a lot of it, I just didn't understand, where am I getting this from? What does that effect do? Why have I know I've just got something which is giving me a skill. Why can't I find it?
Am I right in saying though, Clark, they did a little bit of that on purpose, didn't they? Like I remember you used to explain to me how Dark Souls work, and you used to say to me,
we did used to say it to you, but we could hear you at that point.
Can you not hear me?
You went. Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. In fact, it's just flashed up on my screen saying your internet is unstable. So I'm hoping it's mine and not yours. Actually, I'm hoping it's yours, not mine. So say the question again. Dark Souls, you were saying?
Yeah, in Dark Souls, I remember you telling me when I was playing it, and I was sort of complaining. Well, you know, how was I supposed to know not to go down? I just remember this. Little
how did you not know to go to the graveyard, and how did you know to go?
Yeah, like why did you go to the graveyard, pet, and why didn't you go up? Like everyone goes up. Like how am I supposed to know to go up? And then. Like you guys were trying to tell me, the game wants you to, doesn't tell you that on purpose. And so why are you giving Dark Souls like a?
But that's kind of like the rules of the world as opposed to the rules of the battle system. The battle system in Dark Souls that tells you that really early. You swing sword, you hit something, it hits you, you're fucked. That's the rules of the Dark Souls battle system. There's not much more to it than that, right? The rules of that never change. Regardless of what weapon you pick up, to a degree, they're basically the same thing. You swing it or you poke it, and the stuff happens, and you have to dodge and manage your stamina. Those battle things never really change. The world rules about, I've done this for 16 times and I'm getting my ass kicked by these skeletons. Fuck it, I'm going a different way. Oh look, this is easier. That's learning the world. It's the world. It's the game telling you can go that way if you want to, but actually the flow is kind of the river flows this way if you want to go the easy way. There's lots of things in Dark Souls. Obviously, it doesn't tell you. Don't even start on world tendencies from Demon Souls, but there are lots of things it doesn't tell you. But those are mysteries that are there for a purpose, whereas this particular game, Final Fantasy IX, feels much more like they just didn't tell you. They just assumed you'd know, or you'd work it out, or you'd read Famitsu, or you'd have to ring the helpline to work it out and pay them another 40 quid in phone bills.
I think a little bit of that had started creeping in by, the 9th game, where it's like, oh, well, certain things people will just kind of intuitively know, but obviously you're jumping into this now. The only experience you've had previously is with a complete overhaul of one of the older games. So,
I finished the best Final Fantasy. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, you didn't, mate.
We'll see. But I am really enjoying it. I think that's what I do want to say about it. I am really, really enjoying it. I'm liking the story. The battle system's fucking me off to the point where I'm thinking, actually, it does that thing where it allows you to activate cheats. And it's like you can just do one cheat where you can just basically, you can hit for 9,999, and so you basically just one hitting everything. And I'm just like, actually, this game might go much nicer if I just did that, because I'm not enjoying the battle system particularly, but I am really enjoying the story in the world. So you know what?
No, do continue with this, because the story is really, really good.
But that's the thing. If the battle system starts to really piss me off,
yeah, you can
literally turn it on, one hit everything, because that's not the part of the
more boring for you though.
No, because
it's got a good story.
It's the story in the world that I'm more interested in, rather than like, okay, so it's like you buy Call of Duty every year, but you never play the campaign. Exactly the same sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Some people play it, they play the campaign, they never touch the multiplayer. I'm just saying, in this one, I kind of like the campaign. I'm not too convinced on the battle bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For anybody who is, go on.
The story's good in this. It's like it's funny. It's very sad at points. It's lots of other things.
I told you, if you spoil it, I'm going to do horrible things to you.
There was none of that in this one.
That's what I was thinking when you said that.
Oh, great. So yeah, I've been playing that and very much enjoying it. So yeah. Pat, how's FIFA going?
It's going okay. I'm starting to slowly get off it. I'm just getting annoyed with it. It's a very frustrating game.
Oh dear.
Can we spend another 10 to 15 minutes talking about it, just so it pisses Clarky off it?
No, I wanted to talk to you about...
No, please don't, because I'm using my phone as a webcam, so I can't grab it and go on that.
I wanted to talk to you about something else there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try not lose, because I said I've been like busy and stuff, and like I'm already like pretty pessimistic this week, and the whole lockdown tier 2 stuff, all London's in lockdown again and all that lot, like it's getting me down. So I'm not gonna lose my nut straight away. And I was thinking of calling you, Vimesy, so you can explain to me what's going on. But then I thought, let me just tell you live on her.
Very wise. Yeah.
So it's about my PlayStation 5 pre-order. What in the actual fuck? Sorry. What is...
PG gone then?
Yeah. What in the actual fuck is going on? Like, do you remember I was already half going like, what is going on with these curries pre-order? Like it feels weird.
Ah, right.
It got a lot weirder today.
Okay.
It got shitloads of weird today. So before I go into it, I was going to tell you a bit of the back history, okay? For anyone who doesn't know.
Used to be Rumbelows. Actually, I don't know what used to be Rumbelows.
Yeah. On Amazon.
Rumbelows, Jesus Christ.
My first student, I rented a bloody telly off Rumbelows.
Bloody hell. But just to set things in perspective here, on Amazon, I got an account. They got my card details. When I pre-order something, they don't charge me anything. They take my money when it ships. Okay, cool. I logged into work and I missed the Amazon pre-order by like 2 minutes. I got on at 9:02 and I couldn't get a PlayStation 5.
How much a mistake.
So anyway, so I wasn't that bothered, but I kind of hit myself now because I really gave into peer pressure. Like, and it was mainly from like the Slaughterhouse crew. They were like, "Oh, Pet, we all got PS5s. Get it." And I was literally like, "Mate, I'm cool.
Awesome,
I don't need.
Pet,
if I've missed my pre-order, I'm cool. I don't need to." And I was cool. I don't need the PlayStation 5 on day one. I was absolutely cool. But anyway, someone sent me the bloody. I think Pritesh sent me a link going, "Oh, like a week later, 2 weeks later, oh, Curry's got it. Why don't you get it?" And I think Vimesy, you were sending me links throughout the week, like, "Oh, look, Shop 2's got it." And I was just like, I'm not bothered. Like, I don't want to order from Shop 2. Like, I don't trust them. I should have listened to my instincts. Anyway, like an idiot, I clicked the link and I waited for Curry's. And I was waiting. Then I got in, and that was me queuing up for the queue to pre-order. Okay. So I put my pre-order in, right? Or what I think is my pre-order. I put my pre-order in, and it says to me when I go there, because of high demand, we need to take £5 deposit off you. And I thought, you know what? Fair enough. They don't have my card details. They don't have my account. Here's £5. They said to me, when you come to pay for the actual PS5, we will take, we'll give you a £5 voucher, and you can use that to use on your PlayStation 5. So you're not paying a £5 extra. It's literally a deposit.
Why don't they just deduct the £5 from the 40? Right,
Yeah.
God knows, yeah.
Carry on, Pet. It's just getting good.
Believe me, this gets a lot weirder now, okay? In the email, it says, here's your reference, here's your pre-order reference. When the email came, it was fucking weird. The first line, I literally thought I had a pre-order. The first line, he goes, your pre-order is 99% complete. And I was like, well, shouldn't it be 100% complete? Like, what?
99% complete. I like that.
Just give us a little more.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, because they don't work like Amazon. They don't have your card details. I don't even have an account with them. They go 30 days before the console due to launch, we'll contact you so you can pay the rest of the money. Cool. Okay. I come off same day. I got my little reference account. I log on to Curry's. Doesn't recognize my reference account. That's basically like, what the fuck is it? There's no way to work on it. You can't see your order because I don't have an account. Okay, fine. So I'm waiting. 30 days is today. And what do I get?
For it.
I don't even know. I'm not going to lose my nut until you guys confirm or not. I'm going to tell you what I think is happening. And I might be
read the
dumb.
email.
And if I'm completely dumb, I put my hands up, yeah?
Just read the email.
Okay, I'm going to read the email. Important information about your PlayStation pre-order.
His voice says it all.
Thanks for paying your £5 deposit to reserve your pre-order. As per the terms of your reservation, we're contacting you to let you know it's 28 days to go before release of the PS5. And the window to pay your outstanding balance and guarantee your console at launch is now open. So I haven't guaranteed it yet. I need to pay all of it now. Okay, fine. Kind of what I thought was happening. The pre-order window closed on Sunday, blah, 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 blah. After that, we won't be able to accept any further pre-orders. So here's some important information and the next steps you'll need to take to make sure you get your PlayStation 5. I assume it would just be pay the remaining money, right? PlayStation 5 pre-ordering pricing. Because demand is so high, straight away I know bullshit is coming now.
Oh, I think
because demand is so high,
going.
And to make sure your pre-order is prioritized when orders open online, we're increasing the upfront cost of the PlayStation 5 by £2,000.
What?
By £2,000.
Have you not read about this, Vimesy?
No, this is what? Hang on, keep going.
Go on, Pet.
But don't worry, this won't change how much you pay. Oh, won't it? Let me know then.
This is absolute madness. I was reading about this.
We've applied the same £2,000 increase to your £5 deposit, giving you a unique code to the value of £2,005 to use against your PlayStation 5 pre-order only. This is to make sure that you pay the correct RRP for the console. Just give me the correct RRP then. And just to let you know, for PlayStation 5 priority pre-orders, our usual price promise doesn't apply. Your offer code needs to I was like, what the fuck is this? I clicked on the picture and I saw an image I thought I would never see in my life.
Is it your mama?
That's what it took me to.
So for the audio listeners, he's showing us a picture of the PlayStation 5 with the price tag £2,449.
Yeah. £2,449.
I think the
Hang
reason
on, where's the fiver gone?
Yeah.
Well, the fiver, they send you a voucher.
That's fine, man.
And you put it in. So I do not have a clue.
Is this trying to get around scalpers or something?
That's exactly what it is.
Do they want me to have in my bank account now £2,500? Do they want a deposit of £2,000?
No.
And they're going to give it back to me.
Tell him, Clarky. Tell him what's going on.
I didn't read
and
that.
Where's £2,000? They might as well pull out any number they want from their ass. Or we want £10,000. Use a £10,000 code
It was basically so. I think it was one to like put scalpers off, and it was to make sure that anyone who wanted one really wanted one, and didn't just pre-order it and then just forget about it.
So what is going on? I still don't understand. Like, I've read you out the email word for word. It continues and it says like,
Vimesy, quickly Google
the
Curry's
off
PS5
your offer
I
code
pre-order.
is unique
am.
and it needs to
It's
be used by Sunday the 1st November. Blah blah blah. Right, next steps. Visit the product page. This is the one I showed you for £2,500. Add your PlayStation 5 to your basket and continue. Select your payment type. Enter your delivery information. Enter your billing details, and then select redeem an offer code and your unique PlayStation 5 pre-order code.
You know,
Remember
Pet,
your
I could teach you a good
what?
idea for
No, no,
future.
don't teach me. Actually, tell me what is going on. What is this £2,000? What are they talking about?
Come on, Vimesy, read it.
Can someone explain this to me? I was going to
Vimesy,
send you the emails, but I
I'm
wanted.
trying to.
Vimesy looking it up. Pet. What I did is I pre-ordered my
Click so
Xbox
much.
on Amazon, and what they'll do is
That's
not charge me a single penny until the day it ships.
I know, Clarky. Great. That's great. Can we discuss what's going on with this Curry's pre-order? If that's fucking okay. Before I lose my nut. Because if they think that I need £2,500 in my account to continue, then they can take the £5 deposit. I'll go to Curry's tomorrow and fucking go up to the thing. And go, give me my £5 back now, because you just changed everything. There was no. You can't just change the conditions.
Can you video that and upload it on the channel, please?
I'll keep it. I'll do it live. I'll give me my £5 now, or give me something that's worth £5 in this shop. Because what the hell is going on? What is going on, Vimesy? Can you tell me?
Not yet. I'm still trying to work my way
this
through
is how
God knows how
Why?
much.
Why? We've done this. This is to make sure that you pay the correct RRP for the. Just put the correct RRP then, £450.
Exactly. It just
What are you
makes
talking
no
about?
sense
And if I'm giving you
whatsoever.
£5 deposit, like you said, then make it £5 less. Well, I get the voucher. Now you want me to put a £2,000 voucher in? What, mate? I'm going Curry's tomorrow. Going what?
Okay, so the current Curry's PS5 pre-order availability is only for customers who have already confirmed with their £5 reservation. That's you.
Yeah. So
They will receive an email code from Curry's which they can redeem to reduce the price and finally reserve their console. Have you had a code?
no, this is the only email I've gotten.
The
The
high
only
price shown on the Curry's website is not the price they will pay with the code. Okay. If you have not got a previous £5 reservation, you will not be able to pre-order from Curry's at this time.
So there's a link that says if you don't have your code, click here. So
Yeah.
you saying to me, I need to click the code.
So what you'll do is you'll click on the code button, right? That will send you a code. You go wherever it is on their website to confirm your order. You enter the code, and that will reduce the price down to $4.4.
Why is this happening? Why is the price not $4.50 or $4.45? What? Why?
Don't know.
Like, what am I missing?
I
What
don't.
I'm guess I'm missing is
I'm
they're
not
trying to put people up
finding.
with the.
I'm not finding the answer why. I'm presuming, like Clarky says, it's to stop scalpers, but even that seems fucking
I
mental.
know.
Well, I don't think it is. I think they're banking on us going £2,500. Oh,
No, I don't
keep
think.
my
No,
£5.
because I think that I think
It
they're
was just
doing.
such a weird email to read.
I've
Like,
got a phone
what?
number. If you, I'll take the screenshot and I'll send you that. There's a phone number you can ring if you ain't got your code or whatever. But I think it's something like probably just to stop people trying to go in there and order like 6 or something.
So it says in the instructions,
Yeah.
This is your next steps. The code is above. I can see a link to it. Visit the product page below, and that's
Yep.
the one I sent you. So when I visit the product page, that's step 1. It says £2,500. Yeah.
Yeah. So when
Visit
you
the
enter
product
that code, it's got a link to.
Listen to the steps. Yeah.
Okay.
Visit the product page. Visit the product page. Yeah. Add the PlayStation 5 to your basket and continue.
Yep.
So at the moment, £2,500.
Yep.
Select payment type.
Yep.
Enter your delivery information.
Yep.
Enter your billing details.
Yep.
So first it wants everything. So I'm entering my details on a
Yep.
£2,500 product.
That's kind of how it works. Yep.
Then select redeem an offer code and enter your unique.
So it's exactly
PlayStation.
the same, mate, as when I go to Amazon, your beloved Amazon, right? And
My beloved Amazon.
I go and
Absolutely beloved
buy a game, but I have a promo code for it. I put it in my basket. I don't need to enter my details because they already have my
but
details.
that game is set
No,
as
no,
its
shh,
normal RIP.
No. Shh. Calm. Be good. Just sit. Listen. It's a game. It's £60 on Amazon, right? But I've been emailed a special code which gives me the proper price of it, 30 quid, right? You put it in your basket. I enter my details if I haven't done already, but I have already because that's Amazon, right? And then it says, put your promo code in. You put your promo code in, and the final price is revealed. So all you're going to do with Currys is go to that web page, put the Amazon thingy, your PlayStation in your basket, put your details in like you would normally do on Amazon if you haven't stored them as your cards. Put your promo code in, which is the code they've linked you to, and it will reduce the price down to 444 whatever.
I get
and then
that.
You pay it and job done.
Listen, I get that if I was doing that with the $5 and the cost was $450. Why is the cost $2,500 and I'm doing it with a £2,005 voucher?
I presume, and I don't know, but I think it's to prevent people buying more than one.
How does that prevent? If I'm getting it then back, if I enter my code and then I get it down
I presume because bots will do it. If you've got scalpers using bots, that's a much more complicated process for them to be able to follow. I'm totally guessing here, Pat. I don't know the answer.
Right? It is
Why
totally
don't you ask
complicated for the bots.
Let's get on Twitter,
for me.
right? We're going to start a Gamers Confessional thing. We're going to get the Gamers Confessional web podcast to chase this down. We're going to be like that Rogue Traders thing. I'm going to get on my motorcycle, get in me leathers. I shall get Clarky in his leathers. He can drive.
Well, to be honest, it's put me off the whole thing, and I kind of want to go. Listen, keep the fucking $5. I don't want to do business with you, Currys.
No. Don't do that. Buy the console and then sell it on eBay for twice.
No, don't do that because that's bad. Now it's going to be tainted.
It's a tainted process for you. You see if you can exchange it for
I'm never ever buying anything again from Currys with all this bull. They've literally just picked on like 2,000. Fuck it. Let's here's a £1 million voucher, everyone. Select it in your basket. All right, okay.
Pat. Just go to the website, put the code in, pay the 440 quid.
Oh, okay. So you're excusing them now. That's good business.
I'm not saying it's good business.
What are you saying?
I'm not saying it's good business, Pat. I'm saying, do you want a PlayStation 5? Yeah. Put the code in.
The biggest meme I've ever seen on the PlayStation 5 was the Currys page of me clicking and seeing a 2,000. They've actually got the audacity to tell me that this is for.
That is very funny, and I don't
make
think
that
it's
the
great.
thumbnail. Make that the thumbnail.
Hey, but don't worry, because you can get it for £94 a month, Pat. It says it. I don't know why they've done it. I'm sure I might go to the Currys Twitter page in a minute and see if they've actually mentioned it because it's incredibly funny.
Quickly before I go to Currys and.
But I honestly,
shit up.
I don't think that you need to worry too much about it. I think it's just a case.
Well, that's why I didn't want to completely lose my nut before I talk to you because I was like, let me calm down.
Just pay the damn fucking. Put the code in before you see the confirm button.
I want to put the code in. Listen, I would happily put the code in if they let me put the code in straight away. But first, they want my card details. So whoops, a mistake.
Amazon have that already.
No,
Amazon do that already, right?
Yeah,
when I went and bought
whatever they want to do, mate.
No.
They've never done me wrong.
No, I've bought stuff off. Like you can go to Amazon now, and they'll have a TV on there for $2,000, right? And I'll enter a code that gets me it for 1,500 or $1,000 or whatever, because that's the special deal I've been sent to. It's of hot deals or whatever. It's exactly the same thing. No, I don't know why they've quadrupled the price of it or whatever.
Right,
but
Pat, what you want to do? What you want to do is go into Currys tomorrow. Look for the most expensive TV they've got, like say 1,500 quid, and say, right, I want that. I've got a promotion. I've got a special voucher code for £2,005 here. I want to pay for it with this.
Someone just went £2,000 voucher. Here you go. They might just take the piss. £69,000 voucher. There you go. Enter that at the checkout. Why? What the fuck? What planet are they on?
It's really poor.
It's piss poor, man. It's piss poor. I don't want to do any business with them. Anything.
Well, just buy the console. Then
they looked at me like a twat anyway when I went in there and bought my Switch with cash. They were like, cash? Like, I think they haven't heard of cash. Yeah, cash. What am I giving you? Domino money? Like Monopoly money? Yeah, cash, mate.
Yeah, strangely enough, they've not mentioned it on their on their Twitter.
I should have said, no, would you want a £2,000 fucking voucher?
Yes, I'd like to buy this Switch. What, with cash? Yeah, I've also got this £2,005 discount voucher.
Yeah. I do.
I don't. It's fucking bizarre.
Can we sue them? Is what I said to my sister. And she's like, not for $5, don't even bother. You can't change the rules. They're making another next week. What happens if they go right enter this code now for? Don't get it.
I don't know the
Right,
answer. mate, but
what'll
it
happen
was
is
very
you'll
funny.
put your discount code in, get your £2,005 discount, pay your 449 quid, and then you'll get another email. You're now 99.9% into your pre-order.
I tell you what I fear, Clarky. I tell you what I fear, and this was my fear when I made the order. My fear is, let's say for example, there's 50,000 units Curry's has, yeah, PlayStation 5 units.
Yeah.
I think the bastards took £5 worth of pre-order confirmations for 100,000. Yeah.
Probably.
So I think now they're like, shit. Let's try and put people off. I think what's going to happen is, this is what I think and what I'm worried about. I think I'm going to put in my details at the beginning when it says 2,000. They're going to take it from my account.
They're not going to take
the day
£2,000.
it launches, they're going to
Pat.
give it back to me, and here's your refund.
No, Pat.
No, they're not going to do
Pat,
that.
when you go to the page, right, it will say $2,500 or whatever it is.
It does say $2,500.
You'll put the code in, and the price will reduce to the $440 or whatever it is you're going to be paying. If it doesn't do that, then walk away. All
Well,
right.
I've already entered my details. Then the last step after you enter the code is pay here. So, or like confirm the order.
When you entered the code,
I'll
does
tell
it
you what
drop
I'm going
the
to do.
price?
I'm going to record all the process in case I need it in court. That's what I'm going to do.
You do that because that's going to be
But
hysterical.
on the other foot, Pet, now I know this is probably not going to happen because it's Amazon and they're pretty good, but I haven't paid Amazon a penny.
I don't understand.
Shut up. I haven't paid Amazon
No,
a penny.
I don't understand either.
I know. So I haven't paid Amazon a penny. If they, on the 9th of November, they could just turn around and say, you know what, we haven't actually got enough in stock, we can't have it. And I've not given them anything. You know, I can't do anything
Listen,
about
if
that.
they turn around and say that, if I had two companies saying that to me, I would say, fair enough.
Whereas
fair enough.
mine,
You haven't taken my money already. You haven't taken my... Curry's has taken my money.
I'm not sure you'd be saying that the day before you were expecting a brand new games console.
Curry's has taken my money, and there's no guarantee of anything. So what is this £5? I read you the first email, did I not? Oh, I didn't read you the first email.
No, I totally get what you're saying, but I mean, on the other foot, I mean, if that happened to me on the 9th of November, I'd be far more angrier than you are now.
You would be more angry if you're giving money towards securing that.
No, true.
If you're giving money towards securing it, and then it doesn't turn up, you'll be more... This is the email.
hang on, I had to do this with shop
Loading.
too.
This is the subject title. Loading. 99% complete. I'm just giving you
It's
five.
because you use a gamer pad.
Your console is now reserved. What is it or is it not? We'll email you 28 days before launch to remind you to pay the outstanding balance.
Yeah.
Is it reserved? Is it like what?
Well, it says that you reserved it, so you've put your £5
Yeah, but
down.
then the
You've
other email
reserved
says
it.
to like
Now all you
confirm your
got to do is
reservation.
all you got to do now is finish.
Can
the
you
payment.
promise us one thing, Pet? You will continue with the pre-order procedure, because I'd love nothing better than to be called up.
You know what you should do, Pat?
Court.
You know what you should do, and I think, in all seriousness, what you
Go
should
to
do.
Curry's and go, give me my £5.
No. You send that email to Clarky, and he can buy it for you to redeem his bet from last year, and then he takes all the risk, gets to prove that he's a man after all, and everyone's happy apart from Clarky.
I agree.
So let's do that. Sweet.
He's like, why can't I use the £2,005 voucher to buy £2,000 worth of shits as well?
I can buy a nice brand new 4K 120 hertz telly. That's what you want to do, mate. UHD.
It's so stupid.
I know it is. With Shop 2, I had to pay £1, right, to pre-order my whatever, and then when it came through and said, "Yep, you can have one if you want one. Here's where you pay." I paid for it. It will turn up on the day. That's what.
Yeah, but that's like going and then going. Oh, here's another £400 voucher. Use this before you can use the.
Yeah, they've added another step, which is ridiculous, and I don't know why they've added another step. That's stupid. But
I clicked a button and selected pre-order, and that was about all I needed to do.
Yeah,
I know, and this is why I was saying. This is why I started.
This is why Jeff Bezos is the richest man.
I hate that I listen to you guys and the Slaughterhouse going. You don't only have to order from Amazon, Petros. There's millions of
yes, but you
good
chose
websites out there.
Curry's, you fucking pleb.
Well, I thought the biggest electric company in England.
To be fair, I don't think Argos was a walk in the park either, was it?
Ridiculous.
August was easy.
Do you know what it reminds me
as
of?
it
Like,
wasn't.
even when the PlayStation 5 comes, yeah, I've got a bad taste in my mouth. It's like Man United and Sancho. I know we didn't buy him, but we went all summer going, we're going to go and buy this man. Even if we bought him now on the last day, you're not going to enjoy it as much because there's a phrase in Greece to go,
No,
they squeeze the oil out of you, man.
This is
Do you know
where
what I
I
mean?
totally agree with you, Pet.
Take your PS5 now and shove it is what I want to say.
Every
She never
time
got
I look,
Santo.
every time I look at my PS4 Pro, I just have the bad taste in my mouth of that extremely poor service I got at game when I traded in my Xbox and my old PS4 for it.
Yeah.
Disgraceful service, and I think of
That's
it
what
every
I
time I
felt.
look at that.
That's what I feel. What is this bullshit?
You probably got that PlayStation as the one that Pet sent in, which didn't bloody work properly. That's why.
That's a PS3.
No, your launch PS4 didn't work, did it? Let's hope
No.
lightning doesn't strike twice.
Yeah,
Because I hear the Curry's returns is even worse.
Yeah, I mean, PS4 changed it for free.
Can you imagine trying to return something to Curry's? Okay, yeah, we want your mortgage for your house. We'll hold on to that for you.
Is it going to be delivered though? So it's not going to be a case of like.
No, he's got to go and pick it up from where is it? The Seychelles.
No, it's got. I assume it's going to be delivered. God knows who these people.
Or wait till you find out how much it's going to cost to be delivered.
I'm not walking. I did that once, and I walked. I'm not going to name the city. I walked through the ghetto with a PS3 on.
You live in the ghetto.
And I'm not doing that again.
PS4, wasn't it?
Oh, PS4, yeah. I walked, and mate, I was literally holding like this on the bus, and the bag was so thin from H&V, people could see what was inside. I was like, oh man, I don't feel good. Do you remember, Clarky? I was like,
yeah, FaceTime he was messaging me. Someone's gonna fucking mug me. I need to get home.
Yeah.
Oh mate. Yeah, because Clarky's in a position to help you there when he's like 300 miles away.
Anyway, never again.
Shouting down the phone, get off him, get off him.
I'm not pre-ordering anything if it's not on Amazon, and if they don't, if Amazon doesn't have it in stock, then I'm not getting it. I'll happily wait and get it from a good retailer such as Amazon.
I'm waiting. When I get my Series X, I'm waiting now. I'm quite happy to sit there and wait for my Series X.
Definitely. I should have done it in the first place. Should have never listened to you guys, to anyone else. PS5 Pet.
I mean, if they come up on
Vimesy,
huh?
Are you getting a Series X?
I'll pick one up at some point. Yeah, but I'm not bothered. I don't see any point in getting one now because why? I've got PC, don't need it. Once I've got all that sorted out and everything else done, then maybe I'll pick one up when it's like something to play on
launch day when you notice
I really don't want
one in stock.
I don't want
and
the
you'll be
PS5
like,
for Curry's. I don't want it. I don't want to give them any more business.
Oh. Well, then just walk away.
I'll walk away when they give me my fiver back.
It cost me $2.5 grand this, but I got £2,000 off it.
Yeah, look at the content you got, mate.
£2,005.
So stupid. I still don't understand how that puts away hackers. I still don't get it. The £5 voucher should. I don't get it. Explain it to me offline. I don't get what they've done.
All right, fair enough.
Maybe we can ask a guy from Curry's to come in here, and we can ask him how this
works.
we
can do that.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a guy from Curry's in here. If we've got any subscribers who work for Curry's, can you give us a shout?
I can call their helpline now.
We've got enough audio. That'd be an hour and a half's podcast. Just the hold music.
Do it.
We'll just have it on in the background. I'll have a screen up with just the hold music going.
Come on.
Hello.
It's 9:30 now.
Yeah, and then we'd have Pet giving us all his details over the phone live on air. That'd be great. Hello, yes, my name's Pet. I live at. This is my phone number. My credit card number is this.
I can't believe it. What a shocking week, man.
I'd like to buy a Nintendo Switch. That would be £10,000, please.
Cash. Honestly, is it me, or is life sometimes like just unnecessarily hard?
It only happens to you.
But is it unnecessary? Is this process not unnecessary? Like, we got a million things to worry about in this world, in this COVID situation. And we've got shit like this to deal with as well.
Add Curry's pre-order to it.
Add the Curry's pre-order to it. I wish I never got involved in hindsight. Take your pre-order and shove your pre-order.
Oh boy. Right. Okay. And on that beautiful note, I think we're going to call it a night because I'm so tired. Right. So
the thumbnail for this YouTube video, Vimesy, is going to be a Curry sign with an X on it, mate.
I'll tell you what. I wish you put a bloody thumbnail up on the bloody YouTube video. Tell you that now. Fucking amateur. Right. We're going to go. If you want to get hold of us, you can tweet us at Confessional Pod. You can tweet me at Vimesy74, Pet at Life of Pet, Clarky at Clarky Snap. Or, I mean, this is a bit old school, but you can write to us, and our address is, no, we're not. You can email us, at Clarky.
Gamersconfessional@gmail.com.
That's right. I've checked, but I think our inbox is crammed, so it won't let me in. Sorry.
I noticed someone tried to sign into it the other day because I got a warning.
It was me, I think.
Yeah, it was Pat.
I was trying to log onto the
He wouldn't pay the $5 to do it, so I rejected him. We do actually say I forgot.
Did you not explain the £6,000 discount he gets?
I'm stupid, Clarky. I can't believe it.
I totally forgot. I did put a tweet out because we talked last week about the worst games you've ever completed, and we actually got quite a few people coming on this one. So obviously this is bouncing off my Path of Sin Greed game of last week, which was honestly the worst game I've ever completed.
Epic review. Go and watch that show. 245.
Absolutely.
246.
246.
246. This one. So vibrating bum-faced goat.
What?
That's his Twitter handle, Clarky.
He's a follower.
That's not actually the game, because that sounds like a bloody battle.
Shout out vibrating bum-faced goat.
Exactly. Frozen Freefall on the PS4. Did it without spending any money, smashing the system. That'll learn them. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds like a gotcha game. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Vociphology, Battlefield 4 campaign. I kept going as I thought the story would pick up, but it didn't.
Oh, it was shit.
Oh, controversial. Second choice, Uncharted 2.
What?
Which I loved until the whole pirate detour just made it a grind. I only finished it because I wanted the background for the next one. What?
Fair enough.
Yeah, can you block people from podcasts? I'm not sure.
Fair enough, man.
I thought about this afterwards, and I can't say there's one that the worst game I've ever glad I finished, but I think the second run through I did on Gears of War 4 kind of qualifies for that Vimesy.
Oh, that was awful.
We were literally.
Oh, I'd forgotten that. That would be up there with Path of Sin. That really would.
We were like 2 missions from the end because we were co-oping it. I'd already played it through once, and we were like, "That it's like, come on, Vimesy, mate, we can do it." There's just one more mission to go.
Let me log off. Let me go.
Like, no, we're going to finish this.
There's 2 missions to go.
If you were doing that single player, there's no way you would have made it.
Get through the pain barrier. Just push through. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Someone called fucking idiot said Hotline Miami. Completed it and realised I hated it. Beyond Two Souls also was waiting for it to become good, never did. What an idiot. Who would write that?
Fuck you, pet.
Yeah.
You know it's me.
I think the fucking idiot gave it. Welshbeck says Sim Earth on the PC around 1994.
He still remembers it and he's like, what was that crap?
Recurring nightmares of Sim Earth. Oh, now this, I'm not sure. So this is Adam Brown, aka Nostalgia 64. I should tell you whose side of the fence he sits on. Too Human. I mean, I'm tempted to mark him down because he spelled Too Human wrong. He spelled it with just a 1 O and it was 2, I believe. A lot of people hated this game. I thought it was okay and liked the combat. Maybe I was okay. So he liked that game. Not really what we were asking for, but I'll take it.
He's done the opposite.
Oh, it's a bit of trivia for you. Oh, no, hang on, we'll get back to the trivia. Oh Christ, My Crappy Tainted Brain. It tells you something about our listeners, these Twitter handles. Gotta be Transistor. That's okay. It has great. Really? Okay. It has great music, but I did not like the game at all. I had no idea what was going on. And as for the combat, that totally lost me.
Agreed.
He also says, was going to say the game of life, but that might be too near the mark. And also a little bit of trivia. Trivia? Tribbing is something completely different. We don't want to go down that line. My Crappy Tainted Brain also said, love the trip through daytime TV. Diagnosis Murder, she wrote. What? Diagnosis Murder, she wrote, with Dick, Ange, and their son Bazza. I think I got that right.
From the last episode.
Actually. That would really, really work. Okay, so thank you for getting back to us on the tweets on that one. If anybody else wants to hit us up with worst games they actually completed. The lines are still open. You can still apply for a fabulous prize, which this week I hear is Clarky buying you a PS5 from Curry's. So that'll be fun.
Over my dead fucking body.
until that glorious day.
Support us by giving us £1. No, give us £2,000. We'll give you £1,999 voucher back. So it's only £1. Do it.
One of these days I'll get to finish the show normally. Thank you very much for listening, and good night.
Bye.
Bye.